I was very young when the company started. I can remember my dad was a very good salesman. The way that he came across the ladder is that we were living in Germany. This partner of my dad's, associate of his, finally talked him into seeing the original Little Giant. Met the owner of the company that started this, that had this German prototype. He and Hal became good friends, and Hal thought it would be a good thing to take this ladder back to America and start a company, and he saw a need for the ladders. He always wanted to have a company that he could work in with his sons, and so that was a big motivation for my dad. He liked the ladder, he thought it was great, but he also wanted to have a business that we could work together, and so that's how everything started. I can remember one summer, that first summer, my dad came down to my room and said, "Hey, tomorrow you're going to come to work and help us, you know, in Salt Lake." And so my brother and I jumped in the station wagon with my dad and worked there. This was our second facility over here on Larson Parkway in Provo. Sometimes on Saturday, since I had a key to this building, we would come in, me and about 5 or 6 friends, go into the manufacturing facility and turn off all the lights and play hide and seek. Now, one of my friends was on a pile of ladders, and he fell, and it was a pile of outer ladders that had been welded, and then when he fell down, he cut his arm, and so he was bleeding pretty good. And so anyway, he was, I'm hurt, and so I had to go turn on all the lights, come over there, and he's bleeding all over these ladders and all over the floor. So we had to go in there and clean it all up, take him to the hospital so he could get stitched up. But my parents or nobody ever knew about this, but we had a lot of fun doing that. But after that, we kind of quit playing hide and seek. I was here from age of 15 until I went on my mission at 19. In the evenings, when I was about 16, 17, 18, I would come in and clean the offices and the back, and then I'd weld these work platforms at night. And that's what I did for about 2 or 3 years, and learned how to weld, and then started welding ladders after that. I would say I was about 25 years old, newly married, and was working over at the Provo location, running all of customer service at that time. My dad sits me down in his office, and I explain the situation. We want to get a house. And he says, well, he goes, I could give you more money just because you're my son, but you're not worth any more money to me right now. What he did say was, you can learn something else in the company that's going to make you more valuable to me. Or he said, we just had our cleaning company that was cleaning our offices. They just quit, and so if you want to go ahead and clean the offices either before work or after work, and this is how much it pays, and I'll go ahead and pay it if you want to do this work. And so for the next 4 or 5 years, my wife and I, we ended up cleaning the offices either before or after work. We made the extra money, we were able to get a house. And then as I went into sales, obviously, and got the skills to go into sales and got the experience, you know, the salesman made more money at Little Giant, at the company. And so I was able to make a greater income based on what I sold. And so I learned some valuable lessons that just because your last name is Wing doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make more money. The culture here is really unique. I think it's one thing that attracts people to come here, is that we really feel like the employees that are here are members of our family, and we try to treat them like that. The most important thing really here at this company is our employees, not the products that we have, the buildings, as Hal used to say, but really the people that we have. They are what makes this company great. And so that's one thing I learned, is that, you know, if we treat the people good and we help them to improve in their lives and give them a better life, then they will give you everything that you need to be successful as well.